I don't give a fuck about nobody else but me and my niggas. You hear me? You hear me, nigga? Can you hear me, nigga? You hear me? Every time I do it for the city. Ain't nobody fucking with it. You hear me, nigga? Put some money on it. You hear me? I don't give a fuck about nobody else but me and my niggas. You hear me? You hear me, nigga? Can you hear me, nigga? You hear me? Every time I do it for the city. Ain't nobody fucking with it. You hear me, nigga? You hear me? When I ain't got no love for none of these niggas. I been screaming, fuck these niggas. I been locked inside the studio for 5 summers and 4 winters. So I be
Renegade El Rey is a spokesperson for the middle of the road type artist, middle of the road type person. You feel me? Because everybody ain't all the way goons. Everybody ain't that deep one. Everybody ain't a nerd. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd. Ain't nothing wrong with being smart and intelligent. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the spokesperson that's gonna speak for the person who's gonna go grind for what they want. You know what I'm saying? We all can't be the dope, but you know what I'm saying? But in my case, you know, I did with and dabble a little bit, you dig? But I'm also that dude that went to school, got 2 degrees at the age of 22. You feel me? But I'm still that same hustler, and I still apply the same pressure, and I still apply the same thing that I learned messing around in the streets in Memphis. So Renegade El Rey is a spokesperson for the middle of the road person. Ordinary, but I'm extraordinary at the same time. You hear me?
You hear me? I don't give a fuck about nobody else but me and my niggas. You hear me? You hear me, nigga?
It was actually two different incidences. I came up with Renegade just by thumbing through the dictionary, because I always kept a dictionary thesaurus on hand. I used to pass out books and have my partners go through the books and we come up with words. So I always had dictionaries on hand, so I was trying to find something that represented me. And then I ran across the Jay-Z Eminem record, Renegade, so I looked it up. Boom, that's just me. As far as going to the El Rey, it wasn't until I learned of a rock group named Renegade that I was like, well, I gotta separate myself from that, you know, I ain't trying to get sued, you know. So I ended up coming with El Rey because I was always into Spanish. I was always trying to speak Spanish in Spanish class at the time. So I was calling myself Renegade the King, and Tip came out 2000, calling himself the King of the South, so I flipped it up. Renegade El Rey. El Rey means the king in Spanish, so there you go. Renegade El Rey. Come down 2008, trademark. We on deck. You hear me?
Every time I do it for the city. Ain't nobody fucking with it. You hear me, nigga?
I mean, I worked on a few different projects that would be considered your underground projects or whatnot. Of course, my own music. I record and mix mostly everything that I do. A few records I had on Corey Anders, a dope engineer. I had him mix on a couple things, you know. Worked closely with Big Boy, so I would say Big Boy, Killer Mike, you know, those are the artists who I've been able to work with as far as like whole projects. Other than that, anybody that come through the doors, anybody that want me to come through, work with them, like, you know, Rich Kids, I worked with them on a couple of records. You know, I was on their West Side Story project, so them some talented dudes skate. Well, that boy nice. You know, so I dibble and dabble around the whole city. Fortunately, you know, I've been blessed. Right now, you know, it's just squad, and I consider the squad me, Big Boy, and you know, anybody in my circumference. So right now, Big Boy's working on a Big Grams project, and he's working on the solo album. So, you know, of course, I'm engineering that. Fortunately, he gave me that seat, and I'm working on my own stuff. You know, I got the single out right now. You hear me? You know, produced by my cousin Point 1500 and nothing. You know, shout out to them boys. I'm working on my stuff, working with my homegirl, Miss CC LaFleur. You know, we got a right team together, so we've been working on a lot of stuff, shooting out a lot of records, and getting a lot of good feedback too. So, you know, me and her, working with Mr. DJ on his new artist. Him and Big teamed up together. They found a young artist by the name of Malcolm. Look him up. He's on Twitter and Instagram. Malcolm next. He's a 14-year-old boy. He's gonna be real dope out of Ohio. Yeah, he's dope. So we're working on a lot of different things and got a lot of elements going on, but it's all sounding 100. It's all sounding 100% dope.
I don't give a fuck about nobody else but me and my niggas. You hear me? You hear me, nigga? You hear me?
But right now, we just trying to make sure we brand the logo in people's brains. You know, I'm Renegade El Rey, of course, and the company is Southern Eagle Music Group, which you always see with Eagle. But I try to make sure that people understand that Renegade is Southern Eagle. Southern Eagle is Renegade. Me and him are synonymous. I say him because the logo has legs of its own. So right now, as far as branding, we just try to put as many shirts out there, put as much paraphernalia, clothes, and merchandise, whatever we can do, just put it out there and let people see it. People gonna gravitate to it because it's a dope logo and the brand and what we're doing. You know, I got my homie Just One. He has his brand Just One, and he's doing campaign Just One Me. But you know, we're together. We're working together. So he helps me with some of my writing, some of the melodies and harmonies and stuff like that. So it's all just one big brand, and we're just trying to brand good music, good quality production. So if you need somebody that's doing choreography, holler at me. Holler at my boy Just One. You know, make sure y'all get connected. He's one of the dopest choreographers coming out. Like I said, as far as writing, me and Miss Cece LaFleur, we team up together. We do a good job. You know, she gives me that insight from the R&B aspect that I need, and likewise I give her that little bit from the hip hop, and we just kind of like make some dope songs. You know, and then as far as engineering, you know, we do that. Me, my cousin Point. My homie DJ Speedy, he out in LA now, you know, so everybody just branching out and doing their own thing, but it's still under one umbrella, still under one team, one family. Money coming, but I gotta see more. Got the juices coming out of my pores. They should have never let me get in the door. Do you hear me? Right now I'm working on a website, so pretty soon I'm gonna have a website up, so you'll be able to go to SouthernEagleMG.com, and you'll be able to go to RenegadeElRey.com in a minute, and everything will be linked up together. So that's one way. You can also find me on almost any digital platform that you got. You got your iTunes, your Spotify, your Amazon, you know, your Pandora's, almost anything that you can think of. I'm on it, fortunately. So you can find that, or just Google me. You know, if you're looking to follow me on my Twitters and my Instagrams, my Twitter and Instagram is Renegade_EL_REY. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter via that. And if you want to find me on Facebook, I'm Ray Oliver, R-E-Y Oliver on Facebook. I ain't hard to find. I think I just caught a wave. Them niggas you think it can fuck with me, no they can't. Know that they probably never will ever be capable of it. Shit is apparent, I feel like a parent. I saw them in public, my nigga. What's happening, world? It's Renegade El Rey. I'm live on Spotlite. When I look in the mirror, I'm good.